Hello, ebusuafo. Yeba munyina akwawa. Echia obi bia ewo nonhwe bia owo mu. Ene de nyame adom yetimi edi yemre so. Asima kakra mbeka nse hwan ene kai media me kai na mpese me ne mo share. Me ka setama na misua no. Eduru bronya ye bronya akokọ no. Ubon se ye de ne ba fie na ye de kenten ebutu no so. Nti ye ka se kokoche ne bra na obekọ na bepeja kenten no a befa akokọ no na wa de na wato na wani age se nuru se bekuno kra na wo ebia okoto no 23rd na se 22nd no Kumasi market no nuru time na obekuno no na ebia kosua mi no na mense bi na wa de na wato ama ena wakun na wie nso na watutu ho wie na wasesa nsuo no nsuo she pa na watutu no wie so no na wadwa no mbonse kosua bi wo mbonse ne bia pai hwane kaye se wo kaye ama me wo comment na say me kai pa na manage the happiest moment, one of the happiest moments, in my life, because the pa say we say akoko nine no wo de no near the association the con near the amount remember the every akoko nine ne con minimum the currentia wa ejedu ba mebusa na the currentia yes ha de no ye krom near the akoko nine na hye the con no na ye yato ye papa fufu so okay eti me ayeka ifie fiapa ma me mpacha kwa ba ma nya botra ye bese program no me mpacha o mic no
yeah apomwe
nya mi ado mpacha boko na mpacha nso
nyanko pandom me ho ye pa se bi aboko
sa ye ho ye sa so tie fo nso asha se o mo join enti no brother Robert one maami abena nti wo sho me chia kwa edase boss kan so e wa say
boss na do mo topic abro mo so I think say I treat to maba
boss kan minim say akoko story no kan ho bi boss kan say akoko sere ni nine ne sere no na ye di ni nine de she ne kon so kan ho bi am sere maami ho maami abena say my favorite part of the chicken is the neck.
Don't know we are on TV mo.
Mami abra Mr. Babson minyame nshira betia pa. No, me say why na otesem ya na akukọ no wode more than 10 minutes na ewe. Akukọ no ne part no benyame.
Odi asem ba ha.
Akụkọ kakra na yede bema ana yede betu fufuo so no ubedi fufuo na wiye na wa semu nkwa ni nyina mana sa na wiye afa na nam ne kura na wodi ede wodi nam na ofifim Mr. Francis we pa chomi chiao.
Yes sir.
Ebusiafo ene de osamanye pie ha o osamanye pie say sa on say kusi wo hoyi abo kusi wo se be so wo mpia wia obepia wia na say on enim de esa no
e ka ba no odo yawu
O passe
ai obi no ko ya che no so go di ba
Iron boy
yeah no
yeah
ejedu baby awo bi ampache ye twa o ejedu oni brain na ti akokoti so be kai enyam yekura
akụkọ nsọ ho ni atwimu sebe enioma ni nyina ne abọ ne po
No plantain, you know you.
Nah, there you Francis. Going here, what the polish one anyway.
So kapa ebiase no the first day obenyi fa kwa obehia ne dofo.
Mate. You busy ya.
Ebusia for momfa nche we nyina kire se ene topic no topic bi a atwe yakọ the whole day na medwene mi nkwara brem na medwene mi nkwara brem pa because me timi de be 30 minutes we akoko
Ai.
odi yan fancy ya mame
Baba.
fire koi na yen twa je do fire ko me da say sister Rita yeti ya mame abi na asresa ebusia for ye mamu nyina kwa aba me pacho se ne no first time na nyame no me kure ni YouTube kire se 80 getting to 85% omutie SOS omunye subscribers na omutie but omunye subscribers me pacho o subscribe no enye tie bi na obi a me sika a show odo a owo ma SOS ena o share nso so a show odo a owo ma SOS ena eboa nso so ma YouTube so ho say adepanti or recommend so ma others nti me semo ada even ye krom na ye koye Kristo som kwa na Bible say bebia na no ene abasa be hia ewo midin mo no na me wo mo ntem enti bebia ye be hia say na se me nkwa na meka say o say mi no ye miensa no monka hu say ye naja a wo soro no ani di wonte no o ye ntem enti de ye bia so yade bia ese ono na Awurade ni munyam misire mo da monka subscribe na mon share na mon like comment ni de ekume because mitimi read bi comment mitimi seresa nti sister by corner me ya bonse ye de nse hunu dodo me da se
Yo, enuanom ne adɔfonom anadwo yɛ mo bibiara adwo. Etiefo pa. Ye maamenom, ye papanom, ahemfo, abrempɔn, atitiriw yɛ mo bibiara adwo. Ɛsa ama mo akɔ aba. Ɛde ba SOS Entrepreneurship Hub no ɛso. Ɛyɛ ahokeka. Ɛsan ɛyɛ yɛ nigye pii sɛ na yɛsan bɛhyia mu a yɛbɛtwetwe nkɔmmɔ. Afa yɛ daadaa setena mu a yɛbɛboa ma yɛtumi anya kakra gu yɛbɔtɔm. Na bi wo nso yɛbɛtumi ɛde aboa yɛ man na yɛn nyinaa yɛtumi ayɛ nnuma nkumankuma ne kwakuo ama foforɔ nso ɛtumi anya bi ayɛ nti no ɛno nti na yɛwɔ ha sei me atɔgbio me adadao fofo novio amokata me begbe na me be me va efi me be me asro no frafra ko so be kase frafra ko so be kase la wan nti na ye de fam kasa no de be bia no ye de be ma ho nti ye ma obi biara akwa yo see ensemble no enen koma ye betwetwe no efa your poultry farm business no aspect no ho na your poultry farmer your aspect no bebre but kakra ye betimi abɔ ho aye na ye betwetwe ho nkomo na ye debate ni ba be na debate no efa broilers any layers which one is more profitable nti si ye hwɛ omo amotu nkosua no ene omo maye nam no emu ne he ena omo maye sika anase omoman ni eso ani ewo mo adwuma yemu nti na no ho nkomo na ye betwetwe nti ye nsemre no ye bema ye nua bema Francis akwaba na ono nso achia ya dofo ne atiefo na ye gusutwen ofadu no na ye hwese mo nso amo comment section ho no mo de mo comment beba titru se questions bi a koso na review otrima hesitate invention otrim troto ho ne gbogbo hu ne ndi hungomo nti no no anti ne wo ha si nyine besua de nti bra Francis memo adwoma wakwa aba SOS like so
yeah nua your ba. Ebusiafo asomdweka yɛn nyinaa. Haha. Metimu wache pa. Demre ɛsɛ panyin waka no dama na ɔte. Ɛnɛ topic ni yɛ Fanta Bruta. Fanta Bruta. Ɛnɛ sɛ ampe bodwa. Ɛnɛ sɛ na sakramo entusa ma ɔbɛ bi ade fe obotu. Nti no yɛatwa Mr. Du na mechia Mama Dina. Mama Dina me say no call last week na. Wa mo hwa. Yeah, papa. And na auntie si man chi na me boss Mr. Du. But Mr. Du ya me boss on cry and the onya me boss na match na plan there papa to what the emra into ya champion Mr. Du. Where they got one from talk that out into no and now where the makwas that kakra and Mr. Menu me chow pa anti me samu before I say ever start no obi afa ne pen na ne paper na fi o make sure that in the other erosion no at least project bibi another odi nim de for baka nim de owo no ho na asapa
Yo, medase. Mo nso a mo comment section hɔ no yɛda mo ase ne mo chikai ene ɔdɔ ne ahokeka mo de tai yechi. Enti no ene yɛwɔ mmara kakra ɛwɔ dwumadi a yɛbɛdi no ho nanso ɔfɛdu nya ma minim sɛ ɛho behia sɛ yɛde mmara no ɛbɛtoto apon so asen sɛ ɛyɛ debate ne ti no. Yɛka poultry farm aspect na amo kuta the majority and upper hand no layers no. Enti no Bra Francis befa layers and nti say koni debate form dia na na ona aye majority. Enti no fashion trim za ona de eko layers no. Ba broilers na Ghana de yenim de ho no wo form kakra but ne no ye behwe se ye betimi ni layers na ko competition ni anya ne de no mo ho.
abaka de
Enti no obi abewo 5 minutes or the best express na ho question bi a yebeto afa and 10 times bia na ya sanso ama yen audience no 5 minutes nti mu ye 2 no 5 no be ma 10 na comment section hono so afa 5 or 3 na ye de aboafo a aso ya so nso nkrato asan aboafo mu na no so aya by 3 se na be ya bibia be in order debate the timekeeping ka ho enka ho enye de openi yema wakwa ba mo adwo ewo SOS live na so for your debate ene ye dia success
obanyi wan
yeah,
watch ya dida
o ba o depending ba ya nke ye kan ye go wo sorry one ngwala na eguru ye kwa pani na obebi za pani no kwa abuja for ye chiamu ya ba ne aba
ayo
ye be ye ho aduro we enye ntokwa we enye yi sometimes enye da bia na ye be fa ne ma serious saa na se ba diplomatic ni ye kunkum ye nim ne ya ye ho ayi da bi edu ba bia say you relieve stress kakra nti mo fa nche ene no ye be ya mana ye very educative and very informative because when he say etimi ema nkrofo hu say me the topic no m dia mane de well ye be me fa jama me kama no ntum man fa ntwede ha
ayo openi kese da wase so waba beto yen na me ka bibia fa once a debate ne ye behwe time no ene adinti no obi abewo 5 minutes at the best person ho question bia ye beto aba ententan so na ya ma questions and so audience and the bebano. Ye de no so atoa so. Enti no se audience no ho no ma. Yes, mama remfi say more questions na be practicing wo masom no. Ebeto ententane so ne nyina ye ho akenkan mi. Enti ofedu mesra waba we against the motion, which is the broilers the side no, and Bra Francis here for the motion layers no. Into the end, same no. Ye bet a shas ye precope, say be ya, encofa a biama, tia mobi so aquaba. Inti ye shas ye no. Wawaba, ne day dican our chance of video in this yes, sure say, any demo yes, sure, obey hate or subscribe button so na odo wonsa aka adoma no so se be abribia no SOS ye ba aponso ne ebedi nkomo ne yesua de a unsu benya mu chefa uwie nso a enso ho a no wa like ensa na kokromoti na yesei no thumbs up no na odo wonsa aka so boko yellow no ama en fefefe ye nyina yetimi etu anamo pade akoani me panels me mamu akwa ba bio inti no se ensem re ye hyase ana no Mr. Francis ona wo for the motion inti no my 5 minutes explanation towards all section no, which is the layers na nantias ye ka layers ye dey.
Okay, madam say before answer must start no I can for kulu permission sister Victoria. I'm a nice way be Victoria Japan shemo one corner wana na me person wait more. Let's be more.
Ubenya sem na court upon.
Dallas be a 1,000 ya no be man. All the kind that's it. And them I can layers production. In fact, say you can layers production in even there. Poultry base you move 2 sections. Layers na broilers. Layers here and one na what to no. Na esan so ye di one nam no. Nti and one wo two functionals what to esan so odi one nam. Na ene mi na me recommend the layers and I say layer production ama family bia because layer production kind of production bia me say yeah farmer na say e de won komu a swallow pa acha 9, 10, 11 months. Now there etum na atso won kawi na etum na etso won kawi na la there from now there from 12 to the following year no the bears will start feed themselves until man feed minchile layer production production bia you find the medium term production or your short term and medium term and as a question there one share on shada on your stressful compared to broilers no or one in pumping 1 year day come on pepper 1 year day come on and I said yeah farmer I said it so Emma management and now Emma ebia feeding vaccination kodo come on also na it's workout come on after yambla back to business back to the track. Their production compared to the broilers no less costly. Yes, less costly in terms of feeding for particular month compared to the broilers. Since FND say obey broiler production, that's all the FND our 1,000 birds are obviously ne 2 months now all about ton and one. You say the same feed that and one do compare 2 months for layers now you there. Farmer oil layer production no. Ne feed cost by low as in broiler production. Nti no up and ma wona layer production no abayo advantage. After no yanko yedim kakra. Embo no according to we no abo akulu bia wode abo to another after 6 months after 5 months abo no one start there what starts there? Or no. Every year we are expecting 360. I said 320 from 2020 to 2060 x per abobia. They say finance and 1,000. Every year about Klubia Bamon 340 to 60x per year. And since it was 1,000, how much by 1,000? No, then a banker compared to Bolas. No, and see, say it was, and say, if and what could be among the movie compared to the total base. No, after all the productions, no, and one what by spent layers simple. No, price abotumina and the price get about ton spent layers. No, it might be even similar or might even equal to the price of productive 6 weeks or 8 weeks broiler. See, Obanama, Abayo advantage. Koshana any no Abayo advantage. And one a turn also Abayo
30
advantage.
seconds more.
Aside everything, so no layer production, as an oil long term into workers, what you na Oshia Yama Bebre compared to broilers. Ano, esi.
Medasi. Umra this and so. Offered me patch also me through the same question and I'm ebano broiler side na also ubema intrimu kakra na yetimi ate ase se broilers no you can't broilers omo ne den na den no mo ye nti no also betimi de wode ato aso.
Yo, Medasi, I'm say to move straight to the point. Broilers here and cocoa mema obi aribi and cocoa ayeri na cocoa foods now you are Ghana bebrino. Broilers. Na I'm say Francis can simbia on say obi a defending no ho a na say obi ani ho de nsa benkum sere ekire ne se amanfo so entino obeka de ebema waje na asemadi why adwuma why ade we a good debater but and then ankaza unya wrong candidate wrong opposition inti wan hwa and obebre you go explain tire broiler enkoko a ye omo for omo nam enti okan bibi se broiler no the cost of feeding high than layer but say what's an say na wo layer na lifetime sika obe spend the feed layer na eka buburuja ho no wanko ho because okoho a ebeme wo say eka wom broiler no the lifespan and I say time the meat be ready o feeding a year bibia you okay the vaccination bibia you okay by 2 months which is 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
Na akoko ne nam no aye ready. Na ready for the table. Wutimi kunu wutimi de edidi. O pese ne nam ne ye den a. Obetimi amanani akwanenim. But the normal table manta broiler edi 8 weeks. After 8 weeks, we are ready to sell. Now, yenye mask to ebi wa ha. Also no ne nkoko no 6 months ansana omasha asiato. Meboa. Into wafa nkoko 1,000. Means so much broilers 1,000. 2 months later, maton me 1,000. No. Masaya kofa another 1,000. The next 2 months, into by 6 months, no nkoko nento no. Na me nkoko third one. What the enfan say break be abema me tonwa me ma me hu 1 week to prepare the cage, for another layer into by 6 months, Now me wa me third cycle of 1,000. No, 1,000 no fire no gusu feed you more train kusia. Time all train in kusia no for 6 months, Me ma ton enkoko no 2 times. Me wa me third cycle so a me yen or monti enkoko ne sha se omonto by 7th month, Na me ma ton enkoko 3,000. What the fancy in 1,000. Or still our maintaining 1,000. No. Now, Nenkoko ne shall say almost to 7 months, 6 months, you know. The 7th month, my tone me last 1,000, which is 3,000. My kofa fufuro. And Nkoko no say by 11 months, and son or no atineka. In Nkoko ne started 2 years by the 6th month. 7, 8, 9, and 10th month, you know, which is another 4 months. So that time, no, na masaya ton and Nkoko the next 2,000. So answer no emetineka at the 11th month, no. Maton and Nkoko close to 5,000 broilers. Inti then actually say or no ne production no more profitable than me no. Or the Nkoko ne nkosua omo beto and no the year calculation. Akoko bia be man 340x. We multiply by 1,000 nkosua bebre. But bisa won say nkosua ni yi ne ton transportation risk wo de be from a bibebobo. Nkoko ne nyom nyina so na eto. And until no man ho 340 no because give and take 365 days. It in akoko to baako da bia but so more room for error inti metenase wo. But the fact is say wo ye obi a afei na wo kɔ poultry mu a me mom de emeka kire say me camp ha de ahead there because o fa nkoko no wo so me mienu pepepe na waton na wate won safri ho na wo prepare cage, you know, for another cycle. Inti, what the any say, who market there, then I will advise a poultry, everyone say broilers is the best because obi arenam, bronya bebe and cocoa home be yeding. Assuming say, who cocoa be 2,000, na market no wa, who kumbi, who tutumbi, who chibi, who yedi obey. There's so many uses for broilers and in a long term, no.
20 seconds more, say.
In the long term, no, the American say the risk of disease exposure in broilers is minimal because almost time to spend in the cage is short. Me that say in the basic.
Yo, madam, I say, my first point I'm de am so. A shame cramp pine, a grown where the pan go for man so I didn't will be a defending a point. Yet the money now and say. In fact, your audience now more true on more comment section on more question be so far, more better me the question on abba. Na yet me a boo a so ho. And na dear ones no say oh live here, or more master and say aboafo omo boy no prepan engineering any viglo plumbing services omo na omo boy asen so far aboafo bebre ho but say yem pese ye bese mre ne be no ntie no ye be kono nkakra yesan so ma obi biara adwo esan ma obi biara akwaba so odi na ho odin ne data ene na daje aba life ni so ba besua de nigedie de my pa yeda obi biara si so far question bi anson ba ya ene na ye mamu nyina pia o both side ni nyina ye for the layer side ne broiler side ni nyina ye ma obi biara ayiku esan da mase inti the next question I beto afa so no bi oni ye sisi ye who differences are the what broilers no any layers no entem inti sisi no ye de beko more lifespan no market bi but I don't know say mo besan etimu biwa of educate or the calculation eto ho ma ema bibia ye kama and then I think say mo betimi aka lifespan and the risk involved no ho kakra ama in 5 minutes. Mr. Francis betimi take lead.
Okay, me that say we put it no time cry. The first risk me Commissioner Francis me to me aka yeah. Say what broiler production you can only have money in seasons because Ghana aside Christmas and Easter make sure the broiler production come on Ghana and say a poultry farm and answer broiler production trust me you will only get profit twice only 2 times only 2 times in a year. Until just imagine, say, a farmer, now you only get income twice in a year. Somehow waste of way. Second, marketing. Other forecasting, we can truthfully testify, say, compare the price of eggs to the price of broilers currently. You know, make sure that Ghana, most of the Ghanaians can even, afford broilers because of the prices, and the price also it is being caused by the feed. It is one problem to the other. Increase of feed increases the price of the broilers. But as a layers are co-shared or everyone can afford it. There is no risk in that aspect. Risks instead that in what Adam. Honestly, in that last thing, the can prices different any marketing. And for the a very simple crowd, we can easily testify that there is no way say put in a broiler I compare layers. After memory at me side for layer production, risks involved are very simple, are very low. Though it is more than broilers, but it is easy to control. Very easy and simple to control. Intima broiler production, and I say, I would mama come my side. Layer production, their vaccination program is fixed. I am fixed. I am constant. And it's a farmer, not say he followed in systematical order. Trust me, there's no way there. If you are within your range, if you more problems than compared to broilers. And then next point you say layers are strong. Strong child broilers. And there are some diseases be about layer production. The layer production can survive. As about broiler production because of the way it's in or tower cry on soil. But one day we will alcohol. Into layer broiler production, they make sure that say
30
yeah,
seconds.
farmer, not say I
30 seconds.
yeah, farmer, not say yeah, productive farmer, man for see where there, broiler production because into in conclusion, there is no way there between broiler production. I compare because layer egg is recommended for everyone each day, but broiler can't be recommended for person each day. Manesi.
Thank you, Medasi
Ciao.
Pam.
Bra.
Questions be by pop up now. Me support sister back also comment sister Becky comment or different Facebook abana or see we are yent to swaba near when you win because the
Yes.
same neighbor honor I think the Francis about boss a
Very good.
Tia break na one here or send you all to Abubako Park and so on here Yama Bedim.
Yeah, now I say other.
Odi to was a question me so by obi busa question be bra Charles waiting me that to wa me na ye go so nkakra sa because also we busa the question how say bra Charles what about the chicken
No, this
no.
one.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. Point of correction is 4.5 months, but not 6 months. 18 weeks, but sometimes it depends how and one will be feed you better. But most at times, and I am approximately 5 to 6 months. Because I am say 4.5 months.
I'm saying,
Sorry.
layer there, but I'm saying layer there no can say layer point no make it. The atiani say nkoko no ubehun kosia at that early stage. But the point is that those eggs you see the first time eggs are not marketable eggs. And no nyam kosia bi wo ha create no kura no tokuro no kosia no de tuma yekitu ebi. So Francis is right. Yeah, Francis is right when he says 6 months. 6 months, that time, a table egg ready for market. Everybody will enjoy and like the size of that egg. It's the order. To mama no.
But my lawyer,
Can I dear me that say?
Ade,
The baby ne.
I was to say, I was to say,
My badge of my main family time. Why?
All right. I think that question back. I come back with you and I'm a
Okay.
questions
I didn't.
day too.
So what if they don't make water?
I think that Mekai or say can a broiler
Oh,
also lay eggs?
and then
Besides, can a broiler
okay.
also
So
lay
what if
eggs?
you
And
don't
when your
get
question.
market for? Wait a question.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So what if you don't get markets
Okay.
in
For
time
the
for your bonus?
broilers,
Ayaka,
then what happens?
wabaka.
Omoka in this regard, me met me the minim de kakra me wofa ne mesia no ho na ka say so we a broiler farmer.
David, Bajo Menko, Bajo
Okay,
Menko,
mama mensa so. All right, mate.
Menko,
Obe kan wansem. Mate.
Menko.
Mate. And a question back
They
me so about say can a broiler lay eggs? I think the
no
baby say
broilers don't lay eggs. Broilers
very
are
good.
egg free. Broilers ni a mema in the omo woba. Omo ntimi nyem no ma woba.
Very good. All right.
Yeah.
I think the questions no
I
yeah
think
go through so
yeah, me say Francis we and I say me cause you say
nti afei
question
na
no yeah no.
wobetumi ato aso wobetumi atake sɛ
Okay.
wopɛ sɛ wonni question na no deɛ a wobetumi ayi question na no sɛ ɛbɛyɛ ɛyɛ affect wo time no
no say what if you don't get the market, you know? One would say before you go into any production, you have to be ready because risk na Francis person push you go broilers so na uja layers say layers are risk free no. Also no back can say layers no risk ni more than broilers but not the simple kra. Meaning so he
Yeah.
answered his own question he was dodging. In the quest of dodging the question or making it looks like layers are simple, no, he also acknowledged the fact to say layers no risk in high, a dorsum, because obi a watching say for more than a year to 2 years. Okay, me so no risk or form a chain the or no alternate cage move for just 2 months, at most 2.5 months. I don't know. I beg to differ because broiler no the fact is a broiler no ne nam and I say no honam yemre enkyere say the farmer no the broilers in good cage no mu na no watena se waka ne nsa gu ne bo enkokɔ na no to fight for their lives. No, enye free range na ye poultry management. Inti the same managerial skill na layer farmer no one is the same managerial skill na broiler farmer wo. Sikana me de share me broilers in mu no enye charity work na me ye. Inti no me nhwe say me broilers enkowu anase me nye vaccination. Se me ye me vaccination na me ye bibia pepepe. What is the risk level in caging these poultry birds for 4 weeks and I say 8 weeks to 9.5 weeks and 9 weeks? There is no risk. The same risk, you know, yari ebe to me esim, but the fact in any say yari na esi enkuko no mu no. Said esi layers iwu no. The same thing esi broilers be wu. But said you won't person enkuko ni be wu no, you reduce the risk by ventilation, by taking care of them, doing vaccination and everything, and then feeding them well. In this you are reducing the risk. And you are not exposing them to any risk. But the question is, besides, say, Francis can say, so that's what 1970 age they are, but in this day and age, maybe so, papa, any fast food for na ya ton koko a layers no papa for the young coco nana. And I say, broilers. Oko a year, your friend is say, KFC in coco no, a layers. And I say KFC young cocoa Christmas any Easter nkoa. Are you out of this world or you are still here? 2024 asem na year kano. Ghana bisa wo say enkoko na egu trailer ma da bia no omoto e wo Ghana no. A egu boxes mu no sa nkoko foods no e layers and I say your broilers. Indeed, why are you making it look as if you say obi ya broilers our boka eni so your broiler? But oh sorry, and wakoto papa ye. Edi ama o girlfriend akukọ nam no open ne sire kakraka di abiaso. Now the amano eno layer sere ene da so. We eat every day. And come to the question, my main question na any bisa enu say what if when ya marketer? That is where the best part of broilers come in. And that is where I like it because here the shelf life of eggs is so much. So when ya obi anto unkosia, untumi store unkosia for 6 months. But so when you obi anto broilers, you can kill the broilers, freeze them, and sell the frozen meat and reduce you anything. And the fact is that make up broiler production, it doesn't mean say a live chicken na make ton. You kill them, you dress them. Ube to me achi enamono, ube to me aho enamono, ube to me dry enamono. Edi aye niyama bibre. Ene ye wo fish powder o. Ye said ye wo fish powder, sa ne ye wo chicken powder o. And if so we produce broiler, edi aye chicken powder, you will get more than a layer bed because layer bed no ne namusha. Broiler ne nam dorso. So the fact is say this is a beautiful production you are going in. If you don't have information, you'll be polluted by Francis. So when Nima Francis best say why you not work for layers, but layer no, you really say a very cost intensive. You have to have a deep pocket to go into
or
layer
answer
production.
questions. So I feel no better time.
And Mestre say, Mema yem fa ye nim ko say live chicken ye pese ye ton. Say live chicken production na pese wo kodia reduce the numbers. But if you are going into meat production to feed the meat demands on the marketer, you can sell any day, anytime, anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. 18 set wafa or time nene ko question answers ni nyina abu. Right. Me that's it. Etiefo a moboy tree dom or comment section kono. So far explanation about minim some more questions regarding to that they are fine. Somebody been so they are na ye can for acid that box no. Ede amamo bronya bebe adofo amu abrotree. Ne yesre mo ne se mabusuafo Ghana se muntimi nkwa monto aseda box na mfanko surprise yo se oba na ebeko school BC results na ba obetimi enya aseda box na bi di akọ omone oma na omode akọ school pepepe intino yeda mo nyina amase mayere mfizi se anwa canal enso hono mamba ma nkraman a omho ofe omho anika na omwo akokuduro betimi di abo wafu ho ban in terms se oba beye farm na say only security biana or reach out to Bra Charles obetimi aboama onsa etimi aka ano akeno and I say yenuanom mo Europe no nso tie ya I think say KOD foundation no e de nyoma bi ato apon so say to books e de akwakoche adofo bi e wo say afasha kese ya e de animu nti Europe no yesemo about 500 books amobeto inti no wo Europe mpatemu bia na opese wonto no nipa odama no ene Bra Charles nti no reach out to Bra Charles obetimi aboa ma onso onsa etimi aka sene mu betimi aya ebeye fe ni etimi aboa KOD foundation no nti no yeda obi biara se ye to aso ewe debate no eso sene etie no se afi no wa join a debate no about broilers and layers, which one is more profitable? Yeah, papa man the question me about I think that I see you guys are poking holes in each other point. Oh, okay. Any of the many years so bet me abana wait me abe figure out
No, the all kind of maintenance. So we are poking holes in each other's point. We should be heading
because
towards
of the because of the debate,
then, yeah. So we should make strong points. Yeah, it's understandable. Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, sure. Inti offer men also yeda wase any odia de aba. So background honum so abitimi aba be join life no so now so do nim de atai atri e de ama efefefe. Yenu anu mamohwe nso Facebook, mamore mfi se mo be like it. Na mo so mo de mo comment section no. aba nti live on YouTube, live on Facebook. Yɛda obi biara ase. Nti sisi no yɛ free marketing side ɛhɔ no. Nti no yɛnhwɛ sɛ so obi pɛ sɛ ɔnkɔ into layer side of the business na Bra Francis question no ɛkɔ ɔde ama. Saa nso na ɔfa ɛdu betumi afa question no. So obi pɛ sɛ ɔnkɔ business no beginning a saying na mobetu nipa ne fo sɛ wɔnhyɛ aseɛ right from the scratch and how a ɔde bɛfa mu ne biosecurity aspect no ɛne biribiara nti no mepatwa floor ne da hɔ ma Bra Francis.
Okay. And if I show before answer me, man started time and answer. More be
Men
can
start it matter.
I wonder session every some question or a straight question. But Mr. Duno or more time or two other the point to yeah,
Okay,
more
fine. Any
possible.
Mr. Dumpeke now won't me patwa mate. On fana onzo. I say me. Kosi enkosi koda enkoda. Okote tenzo as me wo a. Ndi me nyoden.
Okay. After with my mental question if
Ma ofadum peke na wonzo per time na patrol. Wonzo
I
or two opportunity
wait
na.
a minute.
So
We are going. Okay, no problem.
yeah, I think say we should be fair here. Inti ofadum meaning
Also,
ubetimi dia fa. Ubetimi ato aso amai.
Yeah, okay. With broilers, I think that obi person call broiler production. My piece of advice to them, and it's location is more important. I will say target market. Broilers in our way, you look around and know say there is market for you. If one will target market, we start the conversation because in Kokone Bantem, I will say when you're ready and available market, you need to shop around, you need to talk to people, restaurant, aboki for no mototonamno, any idea. Everybody is your customer, even households, they are your customers. Now, ibinum wo of a foreign breed, any idea, you walk and go be a hatcheries in be Ghana. You can start from there, a cost effective. Than say obeka say wo for foreign birds if you abrochire me pe Canada nkukọ me pe UK nkukọ anyway don't follow the crowd because yes Anna you have to have a deep pocket. You never know what lies ahead of you. And I will always tell people say we need storage facility ebi nkukọ ne ready obekum na wa store omo ye cold store no obetumi ni omo di nkomo. And you learn the craft nkukọ no ye defia brochire ba no said ye twitwa no egu boxes mu you have to learn how to slaughter your birds in that manner. So said ye yi akukọ ne sere no said ye yi chicken wings said ye yi chicken thigh and this you put all those things. Now feeding is one of the key things that bring people down in poultry production. And nkukọ na ye fa omo no ye omo for omo nam. Enti we say aduane na we dey ma akukọ no highly nutritious. It's a protein and also because we hear ne say obenya muscle mass, obenya aduane bebre. And your local food wo ho a obetimi e dey aka emwa na aduane ho. Enye bibia na ye by the books. Said ye ya tworo no book mu no sa na me kọ no said ye kwabna da akoye ne de ne sa na mpese me ye no. There are so many ways of broilers are very open. For me and my experience, ubetumi start here formulate wa wunduane and start small. And you say you did 1,000 birds, here example, and you also cover 1,000 birds. There be broilers, the advantage I want to say, even layers na Francis akwa fano. Eya na mema frafram. Ubetumi ne Francis akasa, e mema na ebe pie mu yi mame. Na what the no esua wo craft no. And kakra when you experience it now you know how to go about it. One thing I make you say food security. Broilers are number one birds we can use to solve food security in terms of lack of meat and fish because they come quick. Omo ban tem chain fish, omo ban tem chain animals, omo ban tem chain layers. because there will be food on the table in a shorter possible time. So will be the vegetables and also for broilers or broilers and any vegetables in at the same time. Fast. So these are things as is a water and won to me and shasi a bed ube to me up a danky too heavy na wajibi the ya opa unko bimuda na won nim said ye brooding na ye wo broilers are ye ton obi a broody or modada ube to me a fire no na what they are starting because say a yen nam na wo hwehwe you start learning from that point. Now economic development
1 minute more.
Okay. The meat quality, it depends on the DNA or the bemom. And local food, the same kontomre, boko, bofra, haban green, any idea, it helped them to grow and increase their muscle mass and their meat, their weight, which is like meat increases, and they take a little space. You don't need too much space for them. Any small space be a one. You can be a broiler keeper. You don't need larger space because you are not counting on the quantity of eggs. You are counting on the head count of the birds and which available market you have. May that's it.
Right, you are on point. What time let's say accurate. Me pacho Odi Brown. Oh, sorry, Odi Brain. Had a question about for broilers on the side. Into my mount 2 minutes na offer answers a question now for that clarification. I'll say broilers can lay eggs, but they don't get to the age or weeks to start laying eggs. That's why it says broilers don't lay eggs. Mr. Du, can you clarify that for us?
I've not heard a broiler to me lay eggs. Meaning, Francis, what is a broiler to go to?
Okay,
I think that
mommy
okay.
answer first way.
Okay.
Yeah, well, broilers, layers, and concrete. Into near or no can hear concrete and yeah, broilers.
Yeah, the cockerel. Okay.
Yes, concrete only for two functions. Either
for the meat
meat
and egg.
or egg. Into
Okay,
as a ono can hear concrete and yeah, lay broilers. Broilers there.
Broilers there. Typically, broilers don't lay eggs.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Madam Mase. Bra Francis me pacho all time zone you bet me a pick it up question on the same thing. Am I?
But you're working with some question man can minimum.
Question so obi a beginner na or start to say or person into this very business ye didn't come from here all side of the story which is being the layer no then opese one country nipa in terms of the marketing the risk involved ni how or best started from the scratch ni bibia bonnet
Okay. And me that say yeah bonnet too. If we per there or start layers production, the first thing I would there on a source of information or there on and over there the mean on your general idea of adapt or now after so the reason why you're buying source of information them and me yeah can order on your information no after them information no second thing be your new site in location good location with good road network with good road network because if the from the farm to market source no only good road network because oil quotient no bet me akrake in terms of transportation no bet me akrake the third thing also share a good manager on your ordinary manager skilled manager because there all the production in betina manager ne do on found maintenance and maintenance and I don't found be a if any good manager trust me you will cast you will cast your bread in a fire instead of water. You will get no feedback. After good management, now yaba feeding. Then Mr. Edu Kano feeding one of the major problem poultry farmers almost face both layers and broilers. But there was some needy, there was some nimidibia yanyadum yetum nefi tedesu the more problem no ano kwan but no because of my time into no main time because obedi me time kakra nti after we no match that e kwan ebe for that betum na yenya free and I able to yenya easy access to feed ama yeah best the next thing yeah fascinating program fascination also fascination also layers and answer poultry birds no they are like they go systematically in terms of vaccination no so other also yes can fee yet to much mapa because no here if say you too na ya mama vaccine correct it will surely affect their laying production so other also so yes
That is our next question.
okay
Next question. So.
after we are now order yes market price and our market target and no baby baby Poultry Farm no do you have access to do you have access to the market or do you have access to buyers? If no, then make sure that you have access to buyers at least 60%, which is more than 50 before answer ever starting because I very expensive kakra and say I'm pay market and one bottle be into nefi in tono our badam so that one is it is sika at feed amo our I positive afe I do call also biosecurity the most important thing biosecurity after now secondly but we small or then make sure say you are biologically secured biologically secured. Ebia just breathing, cleaning, now yeah, biosecurity. And see, after biosecurity, now you're quite general maintenance. Yes, any general from the beginning to the scratch. Or that you to ensure that things are in order systematically. In fact, layer production, we are very stressful because we need them for their layers. Into any cultural practice about affecting laying
1 minute.
any cultural practice about affecting laying stage, we need to ensure say you be eliminating na correct production. And as after everything also eggs are being graded or are being grouped based on their sizes. And also order yes na yehu that one aspect also. And as a good egg production farmer, you need to know the market eggs or the table eggs from untable eggs. It's a good marketer, it's a good egg production marketer. Because one side, no we here there, you the market, up banama, or say marketing skills. Hantini now there, yes, make a way and I made the man easy. As on your gamu.
Right. What time and also as of pepe. Me that's the pan you. I think so one thing I'm realizing is broilers and we layers no more one thing in common from the beginning. Before I start no, as I say marketing no, oh yeah, more edumansa because kushia had maybe I want to make keep it because of temperature and it won't make keeping for so long. So you have to get your marketers available before even any other thing. And I was all trained for that 6 months now. Obo the rope year. And ebano broilers so you don't know the people are almost so ebeye in say uko mpesua so na wotimi ebo the room almost and yama pfa sa adeno. Farm delight the question be by mummy no nyina obi abetimi answer or say where do we get
I'm saying only Odi brain question no mobisa no. I will agree with them in a way, but the person me clarify and say one would say like the layers no be a bar because of certain lapses enti ubohu say na emema ebi apie wom which I think Francis can attest to it. Say sometimes we brooding of maybe 1,000 birds. Who say a cocoa member be a BPP womb as omontakra nini, you will see some member womb. Now, the entire na make us say broilers no don't lay in the and he say they are sorted. Yenim say your broiler parent will lay fertilized egg that hatches the broilers. But at the hatchery, they sort them out and bring the ones that are going to be for the table, which is the males that are coming out for meat production. And if we don't have a parent broiler egg producer, a fertilized egg, we may not be able to get the broiler chicks because a fertilized egg and a hatchy and cocono. Now, the bontina ya label say broilers, they are there to produce meat for the table, and that is why they are kept between day 1 to about maximum 9 weeks, na so say if they were coming out purposely to lay eggs to hatch another generation of broilers, their feeding will change. They will be different in size because to broiler egg, and yet chunky and big and with so much meat and muscles and fat because their food is lean, like layer mash, any layer feed now. They are not going to increase in weight and in fat. I know, sir, there are parent stock, but the ones that come to the market as broilers, they are not coming there to come and lay eggs. They are there for meat production. That is why they come out and they are used and they are feed. The feed variations in any ratio, is totally different from the layers. At the end, said the tier. That's it. Meaning, say if I've answered them, but say clarification be what will be to me about Francis.
Francis, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But my mention is very simple. You find there, Mr. Do no broilers and I me layers. If we should read them together, say Mr. Do no broilers me layers. Yeah, what the same pen now. Obviously, they will cross themselves. Another, my mention is there. Broilers, buffer layers. Offer layers you buy more eggs. The more eggs like you buy on injectable eggs, on your fertile eggs.
Yeah.
Because being Africa, yeah, it's urban nama a choir about for die bone there. Cause show way a for layer and a way for Bella. So what I did I funnel candle hatch or candle testing. On a choir for that or a very simple and traditional way. Yeah, call baby or a dark place. Chance conquer another Milo conquer. You pay now no kete no ya ko baby or a dark place. And ya de cushion AC baby a pay no. Ina ye pay na so kakra. Na ya de torchlight ashawo obadama reflection about reflective cushion no play. Say cushion layer there will be some egg, there will be some blood thing. I the top womb.
Yeah, we said dot womb.
Yeah, at 10. Say, yeah, the same na say or you play now or there or yeah, blended. Na yeah group at 10. Up and man say, yeah, do call incubator more. Yenim wire blenders. Yenim wire layers. But center and pen broilers bebree na buffer for layers in there. Ebia ibi by sorting out on your one. Ebi so blood thing na ye hun woman in on ye fertile. Nti on ama ebi mu buffer fra we Nti we in e for that yenya layers na broilers layer chicks na broiler chicks, but that's it.
Right. Bracha so betimi a project of a menu na or to honor yes I afem ahe. Also it is good business practices to operate for this me who I don't cry you.
Oh, okay. Or say, is
Good,
it
okay.
is it good business to practice?
Practice.
Is it good business practice to opt for hybrid of broiler and layer to balance income and risk?
To balance
Yeah,
income.
to balance
Okay.
income and risk. Yeah, I think say if you are open say we ye one kasa wo hachi and kokona say sisi ano ebi no more practice say omo wo omo ankasa hatcheries wo ho inti ofa nkoko no foreign breed no ebi a say cockerels na say broilers no omo no on say them and keep more protein to fatten them. You want them to get strength to be able to cross. Say na Francis can not the oma fra layers no. While pay layers kakra and be layers by 100, not the broilers be 20 at the gum. So they will be crossing each other until no because you be before we cage no be no fertilized. Now what they call hatchery, what they go hatchery will incubate them. 21 days it hatches and then sanko corner ube hatch no they become the hybrid omo no benya the mass meat and omo beye disease resistant from the strength of the layer line into na beye mixed breed which is the hybrid and omo no they it is said the animal production amount for a year different animals they na omunya hybrid new breed so with those ones disease resistant they are there they will be able to withstand most of the diseases when it comes to meat production and they are very strong as well and they grow very fast because it's a broiler no DNA womb and a layer no so DNA kakra womb so that is also a good way say we will be our person one kasa wo hachi nkusiana ubetimi make sure no when you your friends a fertilized egg, take it into the incubator, and then you hatches your own hybrid birds, which will to me produce you, sir. Francis, would you be back on one?
Okay. And kind of on I can I very clear. Piao. But the question about the how okay.
Afacha so betimi
No, me pese me mamu ya we ewo.
Also,
I think that
how
our answer that question it does. How do they get
I know you
the
answered
broiler
that.
eggs? And na Francis can say omo the milo conco.
Last one.
Okay.
at 26 weeks is broiler
Is
meat
broiler
too
meat
hot?
too hard?
Okay, but 26 weeks in a day. Na tebiala abaka kra.
So omo
Do
be wu
there.
ana.
On America no. Do there and one
No, it depended 26 weeks, The purpose of keeping them for 26 weeks in any saying, are you keeping them personally? Say, say, money say to that extent because after 8 weeks, trust me, number one, they eat more.
Omo wait ni mpo.
Ubeboka.
Ofedu aya na omo wait no.
Omumu nso abeye du.
Ekum omo.
And at that time, omoboso ni ade nyina na ewi no 8 because omo ta da faako. And to keep them for that long time. No, so open
It
keep
can't
no
be
to
possible.
12 weeks. Open keep no 26 weeks. That they are. Then you need to change their feed. I say we reduce nyanene bebre na ebe more that muscle mass no, which is more meat. Nti I say we reduce aduane no. Now we start ebi a the layer feed na ema omo there. Then say you are treating them like layers. But just say open so omo etena seche. And I say keep you omo free range. You are not feeding them consistently as caged. And not they can go that far. But I say keep broiler for business there, I wouldn't advise you keep them for 26 weeks because I know now a charity service in a way you will not get anything out of it and you're profitable.
Right, yeah, that's it. Bracha so page answer our question.
Yeah, me bachon be se me busa panel me no say Say a advisable say be a may war opportunity may be 1,000 of broilers, na may be 1,000 of layers.
If I do bet me, I mean,
opportunity need the opportunity no the choice is yours. Your choice. Say enuntina eneno yafa two sides na ye bi ma kire wo no. Nti e bia wo no be decide say misika ye sei me pese me start we pese me ye half, me ye we half, me ye we half. Eno ye in menka say yen mintimi impose etu obia, but yen ye de ni say ye be explaining from both sides no. Nti wo na obe decide, and ade ba kwa say you hu ni say want to mean keep pusa nkoko ni mienu ni nyina side by side in cages, meaning say Francis, if I'm right, want to mean for broilers 1 cage na just between them no the next side ni layers anyway, because many when they say layers are very clean. Because of unkusiana until you have to keep them very hygienic, more than broilers. I had this will be a tilapia and a catfish. Two different breeds of fishes. Into me, my opinion on top of my head, I think say a choice. You can choose which way you want to go. Or you want to keep both, yeah, you can. But how deep your pocket is and what market availability you have. To me, like I said, may broilers, alongside as I'm pushing the layers, because the layers will take longer waiting time. Into me fa broilers and I made the support layers na me want just to keep my poultry business going. You can go that route. You're planning and then individual choices. Francis, what do you reckon?
Okay, me that say if obi pede or combine the broilers in a layers, to me, the best time about to other combine the year before particular occasions, another special purpose or special order.
Yeah.
Yes, into your find there, eminence and me layer production by September, also by this month, October, our there may award Nefi no cover broilers on me there purposely for the Christmas. It's on a pot to partial na eyi wisa if you nti if say year for Christmas acha 2 months na enye whisker na ewi on in there at them cry marketing here somehow good Easter convention so but Easter convention but on the in paper no there Easter convention we kun yes nti ayo ho nti ye tun na fi ye re ayinam and what but mo yan then either for special order and for special event or particular occasions on the bottom now I am but for you they be side and side at the same time only if say ready market there and ready market there go to me why not but you but moya in there should be some distance kakra because of disease into there should be some distance kakra but that's it.
Right. I think that you can't want some data. Okay, yeah, that must say we any papa from na what chance on video this one near me
This one.
say oh yeah, come on some.
Okay.
Yeah, come on some. Yeah. To say we oh na by chance now crash away video and I live section so yes also obey hit on subscribe button so now while liking so my moreover no me who say market keka ne vaccination side ne so kakra especially by Francisco mu kakra but mebusa say a banner research kakra and a program, a banner vaccination side that we question we call directly Emma of Edu. Meaning say my research in a say a banner broilers side now. Almost vaccinated twice in a month, in a 2 months, which is the 8 weeks now. But a banner layers in the side that vaccination about 8 different kinds of vaccination. It means some way to me I clarify these 2 no amamea. It bra edu ubetimi afa your friend saying broiler side no, which is 2 no mo kan ho asem no obetwetwe mu kakra man na bra Francis nso amai ni 8 side nti e ho no bra Francis metimi ama 10 minutes na wo de ene dose nti na watimi atwetwe mu ye ama.
Yo, me that say, I'm say, broilers, I will different, I can say, vaccinations, which is a be your friend numeric disease, and vaccination, a year for by 17 to 19 days, or more, I will vaccination and then you will Newcastle, which mostly know a year. Nneɛma bebree fowl pox wɔ hɔ and also vaccinations a wobɛyɛ and then wohia antibiotics wode bɛma mboa no for them to be also have a lot of antibodies to fight diseases because wɔn sɛ mboa no vaccination ni hia in the sense broilers no because of weight into sometimes omo tada faako odidi a no me omu nyin no na omo e weight ni nti omu ntini nyin omo na so ennante nche and obi wo ha oda faako e komode no na ode na no ne nam sawdust no or pe droppings bi aduane bi ekeka mu kakra and you never know what they take into vaccination is one key thing I was say we say koba say aboa no benya da Newcastle disease in this way na Newcastle na it is a bronchitis no untimi nidi into no I was say woman a draw between 14 to 21 days which is at the 4th weeks and I say 4 weeks your continuous vaccine in draw what the befra omo ensure the amomo then the worm one because aboa a worm infested they are not able to eat, they are not able to grow because nipa krane so no ba a problem. So all these vaccinations are very important and needed, and you don't sometimes it needs a wujai amount for surprises because enkoko both a man and many say nipa bom na if they become stressful a bit new especially bo habons and abobia anaso obiato eboa bonchensin so bam na nkoko ni out of that shock it can bring a lot of casualties into your best when you take care of all those things I think you are able to maximize your profit if you go by those vaccination charts. So that's it.
All right. Me patrol your audience now more YouTube, Facebook now more friends. Most will be to me the more contribution, no more questions about I think say any technical issue kakra. Into your Bra Francis etimi every line so but you kwan say obesan aba back na wababa join ye da say wasan aba back bio. Well, I think so face challenges kakra. Into no audience and some more question be ewo honma ana obi ewo a trainer face say obeba life and so on so be share any opinion. Ama which is either being broiler or layers and so a kwan ho. Into I think say so be person one join ya ubetimi early release link na onipa na so ababetre na adwen nti se obi o Facebook na YouTube na pese busa question bi amfa dwumadi a yedi hu efa broilers ene layers debate kakra ya ye hu nipa mocho mo betimi e de ato ho no because ya man no tete apansam nti no we ye kakra bi a ye betimi dia hye ankran bi ema na mo nso atimi anya bibi aye eno nti na ye behie mo ha se ye se adwumadi ye wa ha se ye behia de ye ni ha se ye ba beko nti no so obi biara aye krado 8 ya ye da mo ase ye mi so
and
esan
say enkoko no efi hatchery ho no say from day one no hatchery the hatchery gives them some medications.
yeah,
And
I think
sana
that is
almost free.
NIB also say
IB no,
NIB also
no, which is infectious bronchitis, and I say Marek disease, which is MD. They know day one no. Inti say almost be do what I think say from day 7 going down no. Newcastle and infectious IB now so on day 7. Day 14.
Newcastle no ne IB no ni na enye the same thing. I think that it refers to the same thing and Gomoro na different.
Newcastle is different from the infectious bronchitis.
Okay. All right.
So Gomboro and so woho. I know you're 14, day 14, day 21, Obasama Newcastle and IB no. Either or. And then Gomboro at day 28. Indeed, sometimes if you have doubt, get to the nearest agric office. Na bisa. Maybe the say don't take my word for it. Sometimes ask for more information. Go to the people who are already doing it. Ask for those things. And I say, baby, auto and kokono he breed na watono na bisa and wasem, and then get more information. Because sometimes a bit and the social media no information be big so, but a bit just for clicks and likes. And your reality, onipa no nye portrait that, but obema or vivid portrait information to say the onekwa benada akona da sorry. Let's be very mindful your investment and your capital. Let's ask some questions, and I think that you will be able to get there. With the question about to her, yeah, one, so yeah, Becca. Francis, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll start from the scratch or so. For 10 minutes.
I wonder, fascinating. Fascination. Adibia and according to no here pa. Intino. So factors to consider. Answer. Yeah, fascinating and one answer. Yeah, select fascination. Ama. Yambwa. Today, I mistake. Okay, the first week. Your mother mono. Only. Yes, Ghana. Say new virus disease ba Ghana Health Service to make there. Okay, per the look of disease, you could start in fee there north because of weather condition. And see one main factor the two now you consider answer they administer vaccinating as a vaccinating. Environmental condition and the weather condition. Into locality no or today. Is it sandy or is it in dry season or in wet season? So, and vaccination programs any constant and on stable. There were farm beer na program or a program. You the farm manager will set it, or you the farm manager will project it as you wish or as it suits you. And the farm do was started the first week, was started first gumoro. Farm be started first week, first gumoro. Other farm also was started first week, first Newcastle. Orange at the ABI, nipa no ba the ABI nipa no waiting at on team based on the locality and then based on the temperature the environment na obahwe ada oya conducive there or the best starting. And he said young farmer on starting fee first gumoro within the first week So on my first gumoro first week now second week Odoma first Newcastle. The first week, first Gumuro. Second week, first Newcastle. Third week, now Wama, second Gumuro. If so, or the Gumuro, so other start here, second Gumuro. Fourth week, now Wama, second Newcastle. Vice versa. If so, the ways of practice are. Fifth week, free water. Fifth and sixth week, free water. Depending on your chart. Fifth and sixth week, you can maybe able to iron free water. Seventh week, maybe an amor lasota. It depends on your locality and your environment. And then it is ABR, Emino, Mema, Lasota, no, fifth week, it was okay for me. Orange check the wouldn't obey okay among or packets I consider. From 7 to 8 to 9 week, as well free water and some more foul pause. Only relatively because you have 8 only layers because you have 8 weeks. Obviously, the casafa layers answer you are more free answer you are more free water to a point there. Ebe the big one. The big kills baba answer there was second foul pause.
Okay.
Answer there was second foul pause. If your factors be prayer, you consider making no answer your personality. It be a born gender. It be a born layer under umbrella. Which will infer layer vaccine, which is layer vaccine. If I come umbrella vaccine, it be a waste of time and a waste of capital. Same to umbrellas to layers. 2, a born age. Until you can for week no. It's a first week, not say you find in a Monday, not say a man first Newcastle now. The following week, or any Monday, either more or less than Monday will have side effects. Or either more or less than 7 days, or no side effect. And I want to know whether yes, the one thing I find baby no. Why get in there? Time do there, what was net in Bona, or the yin more workers out, what workers are about to in Bono Abba, or in Pepino, sir, family, I can say, and what ma, one vaccinated one. They sneak into it, one vaccinated one. Into no Obanama, in fact, no matter how it is, no, say, the more abonus on I have a pet automatically, and can also buy. Ada the experience you ada ya no catcher. Obviously, obviously, we put room in square form. Into catcher no or yeah. Meta another or yeah. Some would be divided into 2. Na nimpa na opposite in one dinner. Baby and one first no. It can and one in one side. In that ya check into 2. Say ya can one side you saw. Ada OCF overclouding. Overcrowding ada otum na oku mbo pa. And as a good farm manager no, order Emma workers kodina end of the poultry room. Oh no, corners no. And you say the workers too jina corners wa. And one eba we wait if you are buy over Canada. Ni project one be parent one. If you will come back. 2, and yimpa na what it and one whether they need to handle the animals with care.
Okay.
But basketball from first week to 10th week in the year, or about only the oil normal, it can fair one shoe. Maybe it's a foul post, the other war wins. Into Obanama by miss a bachelor, no fear, buy war wins no. Into no catches now or but check and one. Maybe now a mistake because watch and one with forces. Abanama abono botumina when you're injured another. Water gets there, it was so we road na eso no kon na we wu abada nso abakaw na two watch abo so na sanu mu a ibi mo twe with force utum na ahaw abo nsa na three pili na what the advance which is called the breaker na the break and one onam there vaccination oya fast intino bebe na intumi na onfa eduru no inti ebi na me ya metu na mind fast how sure are we there fast na me ya no me dey break no bo eduru no mu no afa eduru no e ma de no inti ibu ma because of fast inti by wa dwin na ebia na vaccination mboa 1000 not knowing say 700 pe na eduru no oka won or the also obenama abakaw different points there say vaccinate mboa yanhwe na yanfa yansa we intal edu nedo ababa edu ni na bashiri at once ni na bashiri at once by the time farm manager no ebe yiwosa efidu no na edu ni and there first no ye was edu bi ye for no trouble sa ikrobo no it was to that because of the gas content no but one especially was the one most of the facility yanfa inside into do na yanfa inside into do so no if a family mistake na say vaccine edu no ibigu of the family numa count your poultry house bent the body in if care is not taken on the because or your virus disease and yamo antibiotics and yamo antivirus and this antivirus no ogu poultry house no mu na say instant na la no one south the most house na egudon and go to a cheap crowd trust me abobela ordinary market and abobela very close the animal will be infected and oil virus disease is easy to spread. Moreover, no, the time we see a time the county in bois, the correct time where the county in bois. You know, farmers now so cover they all takes about what kind one a very bad practice because they are one of you come say all about even no traffics na potholes na manholes are card or booming or under stress onya glucose into no over the mouth on your right time now or there the kind of war to boom them all during vaccination, you can get chance or you will get chance to catch them one by one. Only best way you able to na that kind of obi back there. Now say from that time when say mboni be ewa, you just deduct the death from the living. Utum enya o actual way. Now last thing I make in there say vaccination ebika edunu ebika. You should take it away from the farm. Very important. We should take it away from the farm. Very important. We should take it away from the farm. And in fact, you know, I get officers over farm. That's after vaccination. When farmers need to company there. After that, no still yellow honestly one major problem. Now last thing I'm ready to conclude and say some of the veterinary officers, you know, most of them because of their time, you know, I'm moving from farm to farm. It's obviously if so or call Mr. Duno farm, and I say because of disease be another outcome Mr. Duno farm, you know, then Kotia and one office in Nunumu. Or Yamasa or the Mr. Charles na farm, me farm the mention of Mr. Charles na farmer disease infecting or disease infection, which will affect your body in Charles order yes that now no aside everything no we should trust our managers and we should trust our workers. Now vigilant vaccination because on na okipe mbono pa, especially layers obenama instead of 5 to 6 months or there to no otumi chuchoko echi obidin otumi nya 21 weeks na mana we ya the first egg or courses ni na wo vaccination program no mu ana ya wo embo bi so wo no se farmer me wo embo we madam abo particular we ni dey from the one to that actually abo no escape vaccine. Yes, abo from the one to more than 25 weeks and 20 weeks on to the ebi abo no escape because there were embo bi wo ma wo stubborn pa stubborn pa you know abo escape vaccine biomes ibohu no ona empepe no one to no wọ́n fún ẹ̀ pépé no wọ́n yẹlẹ no nti so far no wei na mẹ́tìmá aka for now mọ́ kwọ́hyẹ́ sí ọ̀họ́ a ẹ̀na yẹ̀hu.
Yeah, I think Mr. Joseph the comment we about say, can you please touch on biosecurity again? I missed that part. Yeah, running TSO. Or if you missed that part, you life we are over to me assign a program no over and over now with key measures because emre enche then was a afufro aquentium no a call baby. Yeah, just that in Ghana for in use Ghana time. I think say I don't know. There was another question we are pop it up. I think that me refi Pakwano or see after all, which one is more profitable and cost intensive? And no at the end of the day, in a better conclusion, near who more profitable and more cost intensive. And I think that the same person as an OD bring on one central BBC. So judgment in any memes any Bra Francis and some any Mr. Duho in any of a child's hall. Judgment in the free comment section hall. If it's a moon, any more year edumano. Ain't no and no later yeah the next 20 minutes now the baby program no ebe working on that thing no me sorry ain't no yen kasa p channel. I think say abo afọ na na ebekọ so abom ho daru say ye smokeless charcoal ewo Ghana edi atrantwie gidi charcoal bia anase jabidie bia oso a empun husie ena emfa ohaw bebrema enhye nso ntem ubetimi dia no anwa ne nyina na store na no charcoal no eda so ho no na bidie nda so ho no ma ubetimi adum na san so nda foforo se ope se charcoal ya yeka ho asema na jabidie ya yeka ho asema yi na dodo ato a one openi Charles betimi edi nkomo okoko mo na waboa enti no yemfenhie asom ana yemfenhie trim se si ehia jabidie a ebetimi aboa ma ya no ye nuane nyina emfa zuzu so bone emfa husie bia edua na anhye anwie na edua na ipun husie ebema ye sewa ho ayetum edoso nyama ne doso enti no ohu Mr. Charles obetimi aboa na wonsaka ye charcoal na ana ye jabidie na empun husie no smokeless charcoal charcoal fufura abadwa maaso kra yen nkofo ye bia na omode sa jabidie no so aba edwa maaso ye mayere enso ensan emfi ye wo aseda box ho no ma edi atrantwi unia bia obetimi aboa prepan construction omonso ho no any electrical service obetimi aboa uhia prepan for obetimi reach out to Bra Charles and as also ne Viglo plumbing and technology services uhia pipe munioma akadie WC ne ho nioma nyina Viglo amonso obetimi aboa papa ma yensemre no so no comment section ho no na mo de edi atrantwi de ekoso ai practicing wo mutirimu no so egu ho no ede mai so na Facebook pon so betimi de comment ede aba na wonso afi na waba wabebi hu ye life and first time I will buy a life so no ye da wase but ye betimi asre say obeboa no subscribe no like it we nso na do sakoka do man so bribia e beba life no wonso betimi enya emu chefa yɛda aboafoɔ no a mo so yɛ ase no ase saa nso na yɛda mo nso a moyɛ yɛ kyitaafoɔ a mobɔ yɛn ho ban ɛboa yɛn ne mo comment no yɛda mo nso ase yɛ panels no nso yɛda mo ase yɛn nsɛmbrɛ no sisi a yɛyɛ man na bɛyɛ ɔman bi a yɛwɔ sukuu pɔnfoɔ a wɔawie sukuu a wɔte hɔ a wɔnni adwuma nyɛ nti no yɛhwɛ broilers no a ɛfiri adwaman so de ba yɛ man no mu a mpɛn pii no ayɛ a na akɔyɛ biribi yɛn bibifoɔ no yare anaa Ghanafoɔ particularly yare efi akokɔ naa nti no yɛyɛ a yɛpɛ akokɔ a ɛyɛ den yɛpɛ hard sometimes memetɔ akokɔ srɛ mekɔɔ fie no na wohwɛ ne skin na ɛwɔ ne ho no anka akokɔ skin no ɛyɛ mmerɛmmerɛmmerɛ wonoa mpo a na ayɛ soft sradeɛ no nti wotwe na ayɛ sɛ raba wotwe antwe ɛbɛyɛ question a mebusa me ho nti mekaa sɛ menwe akokɔ mpo koraa bio but ɛho hia sɛ yɛbɛpay attention to akokɔ nam a ɛɛden na yɛde bɛma amɔnɔnefoɔ de aba yɛ man no mu a wobɛwe a ɛde yareɛ ne ɔhaw bebree ɛbɛba because ebi mo hyɛ ne nduro ansa na aba ɔman no because ebedi bɛyɛ bosome ahe ɛwɔ cargo nsuo so ansa na bedu ansa na yɛ distribute akɔma various cold rooms no it's like nneɛma pii nti no minim sɛ woyɛ obi a wawie school foforɔ na woni dwuma bi a wodi a mesrɛ sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛnka yɛn ho mmom na yɛmfa yɛn ntoma no nsi ani na yɛnhyɛ yɛn ankasa yɛdeɛ mu kena na broiler business no yɛmfa yɛn ho nhyɛ mu saa nso na nkosua no nso seesei no yɛhu sɛ Ghana yɛsɛ yɛde fufuo yɛde di kosua yɛde yɛ bibia kosua deɛ kyɛ sɛ yɛkame a yɛsɛ the whole Africa Ghana kosua deɛ yɛade ato nti no yɛnyi so sɛ opportunity wei na yɛmfa ntoto nneɛma yie sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi de yɛn ho akɔhyɛ saa yɛ poultry sector yi mu ama Ghana nso yɛtumi ayɛ krabɛhwɛ na nkokofo sɛ yɛde bɔ ɔman no mu ɛto atumi atwa sɛ ɛbɛyɛ yɛbɛtumi nso ate yareɛ so ne adeɛ nti no ɔfɛdu dɛn na ɔbɛka fa ho sɛ yɛka biribi fa yɛ broiler system no ho wɔ Ghana yɛpa akokɔ ɛden dɛn na wɔka fa ho because nea menim ne sɛ broilers ɛnyɛ nkokɔ a ɔmo nam no ɛhyɛ da yɛ den saa na kwan bɛyɛ nso mpo na yɛbɛtumi nso ayɛ broiler business a yɛbɛtumi de asiwti yɛ Ghana yɛ taste no ne yɛ den no ɔfɛdu bi paati wɔbɛtumi ayɛ no
yo when I say no question here me back to for me question no beside about the hybrid ones and hard chicken and yeah Ghana for one and one matoso Africa for nangasa don't wanna hard chicken we name the India but I think say so person we nam dia mum dia ka obodo mpe man kai na enama ye peche de ene se ne nka wato fish we ya keno so nka mere na inji market no na akoko no be ye kese na still a ne nam no emu aye den ene that but halfway and I say semi intensive system no inti when you asase wo baby why you cage no asase kakra no wahyɛ ase wo free range kakra nti wotumi bie nkokɔ no why you fence omutumi didi sɛ woyɛ ne saa even wo cage no mu no kra no sometimes obetumi afam na wama mwa na nante mo wo say can be about catcher nti e bia wo use catcher no na wo de nkokɔ no omo de omo nante exercise to just work them out because one nidi no omo didi no omo dafa ako a said ye yen nipa ye fere bi no mo bolofo no saa nete the bolo bi nipa no or the treadmill ne yonko there be no te fa ako okra pizza okra cake bibia wo bedi but on nante in the one nante asrade ne te wo ho wo nam be ye mere saa nete nti no ye nuanom na opes betumi ahya ase na wa mix breed no betumi aye broilers na bi but obeye wo de no in a different way say my Jimmy me backyard and I say my J fence and Uncle Cono, a woman be and then men from good cage, but why ye feeders a will do Buhana de Cacre when you had your nest or Ben Antiaco because a commodity. So when you encourage them to do that. And what shall see and Kakran who say system no one say system are there by your poultry system no you say you no person you follow one channel. And that is our biggest problem. To be honest with you, you person ye coffee mensa ye nebi.
Yeah.
Intino coffee mensa results na ni benya. But say what shall say we test different systems are. Ubetia say na won't produce but what DNA different. So what DNA different. You saw no nam ponchi, in himself ponchi de omo kwedi di oba no abepe baby no obutu wada. But in need of a man no systems or my child am a young sir ponchi to me da process money ye. The test of the system. So inti yen sisan ye mamu kakra na yen fa ye yakusua wo school no friends say school ya chill unim akenkan unim you can search on the web you can go to different website yen hwehwe bi dey obisame ameka chill say incorporating more local food because poultry no aduane na boka but so one kasa wutumi ye wa aduane wutumi ye aduane substitute aduane na wo de mamwa na far better a bit na ye semi-intensive system no adeɛ sa waka wɔn nyinaa gu cage no awiabɔ anɔpa bɛyɛ 11 12 a ahaban no so awo no na wode wɔn nyinaa pie na wɔn nam mu na wɔn didi na those are the things a yɛbɛtumi ayɛ de asesa a yɛbɛnya more meat that the market is demanding for. That's it.
Right, that's it. Brother Francis.
Yes, sir. Mesa question.
And I'm able to say.
Now they let me about how babies are questions. Debate in a year yellow.
Oh, that.
Hearing the question is part of the debate.
It's part of it.
Hey, Mr. Du.
Oh, yes. So I'm rules in it here.
Okay.
Brother Francis' question is
Can question the man why? Can question the man why? I said no.
Question and it's say Ghana importation of cocoa no near the no hardly and as I say no beer so man who saw yen and I and one logo line. Ain't in say a beer fan say me up in Mary school. Me person name make up into sector ya a debe produce aduane ama Ghana send your brother scan and would be say operation feed Ghana no all side layers no a dear in grandchesem na beka and then na beka or the betting aboa say ukoshia or produce any meat na a bear like on be meat at the end of it all no ubetimi aya ye betimi at the aboa asom ye man because Ghana obia pakoko ne na mo ye twan den
Ciao. That's it. Asoma Mwaka are very simple and short. If say a youth now you expect the government to employ you there a year 10/100. Now say yes and some ya Kenya Mr. Du eka problem. Miss Meka problem. The only simple way I able to me and the only simple way able to me is when we try solving problems. Oh, I don't know. It's Mr. No, problem for both sides. So we have a marketing problem. And poultry farming some village. Our consumer only marketer and only customer better. And it's a year graduate, a youth or Ghana, Mr. It is a problem. Find solution to it. And the simple solution is to be a middleman. Yes. Ono nimpa na auto question market no oni poultry farm wo. Poultry farmer no so oni customers. This say awen emia another emini owa akaya middleman. Eto question wo farm price. Na okay akot one market price. Trust me. Owa eti business in there. Farm price is very less compared to market price. It is automatically a one be scapa a chain. Even farm mana on pono about on one being scratching the cry because farm price is very low compared to market price. If so, yeah, well as also very simple. The same problem, the same marketing problem. How sure are we there? Farmer now, our brothers, what we now will reach all the customers and all the sales regions in Ghana onto see the same person.
But regions day 16.
16. Okay. 16. Hey, Mr. Diyomi. But I middleman. AJ. Na akoso price. Here they are pono atono. Pono atono 40 cities for farm price. Market price between 80 cities depend on the size. On your marketing strategy. See, I don't see a source of business between now. Yeah. 2. Second problem is feeding, which is the major problem in poultry farming. You can use the same common strategy. Farmers were ejura, yeji, sankwari, atabubu. Omu dua ebro bebree. But omu nyi like say omu nyi customers oboto. They have even given up. Farmers bebree ejura ebro. Omu nyi market. Why you there? Next year pono. Omu nyi ebro because ebro aya surplus war. On side. Say youth are a problem. Use that opportunity as your advantage, and as I use that advantage as your opportunity, which mean make it scour. And also no any coffee farmer no collaborate here. Oh, me wa ebro 10 bags. Na any farmer also a collaborate. Na I middleman. Na a supply. Also, you're very, very simple. Very simple. Bottom na enya. The last thing na bottom na enya no point there. Sawakasa ewo o shop a koto nkosia is oye layers a koto nkosia no for bugu wala wo shop eto no farm price no no aton no wangasa wo shop market price. In this account you can buy it on credit depending on who you are. Azima ibogu for farm. Eton we are the niska common simple. And also one particular tina ebotumna ya ebotumna yenya sika. Meka no na meka dan eja omo poultry manure. Poultry manure so Ghana or you're very rich in nutrients for crops. Also, plus amount. Fi enyaho kakra. Now, sir, farm manager so you don't need to keep knowledge.
Na obone tofa na odwa no asi amaya wa.
So there, Emma, what's also baby ado. Sameka we na with this way some areas are youth no what muna what I get to because a problem. They should solve it. Now, omaya plus mama, but I say.
Menso me da se pa ye. Ye da
Well,
obi
both
bia
are
hye ye be voti ye be voti inti bra Charles me pa cho check it YouTube or comment section hono be say still na adofo any etiefo eda so hono ma na omombo ani voti na ye hwede ye ko because ye bre no enya ye bre nesa inti no Marine friends so bet me a check your Facebook. Ebiana obi so Facebook na pese onto so abana yen hwe de ye betimi aye afa ho.
Okay. Sister Beatrice, eduru about one na work kan ntino. So the
Obi pese on borrem so betimi aborrem aba.
Odi brain watch re.
Oh, Victoria. What's a bit?
Ma vek me patra ya se bra line so. Afei so farm delighting so mon checking hwe se omo nyina e wo honom e de maya. Me patra o ti wudi na so wo honom de ano aboa ye na yetimi ahwe ye betimi aye. Into no first
Yeah, do baby. I'm out for a campaign from my dog.
ye be voti ano.
Koko football ba o die ni mo ye mpaase o jedu.
I'm out for football register. And I'm so the minko resun zuma and I'm in zuma.
Sister Rita, yes Sister Rita oh. Sister
Like my thumbs up and reflect your comment
First
section.
one ba.
Okay.
Also,
both side one.
Oh,
Yeah,
Victoria.
Both side one. Yeah, so the first one I did yes say maturity period na time rate period na okase it take 18 weeks and sana layers no I started ato nkusua. Meanwhile, 18 weeks no omo de beba be mature which is 6 months and that time no for do so ye the calculation say no aton about 3 badges enya ne sika e de akọ ansa na first nkusua no bokura banti omo nkusua no ebe mature that will be somewhere 21 weeks and e de eko enti no I think say e ho no etiefo na be jaje obi se broiler enti broiler fo enya one wa ha enti no yemfa eno na any kind almost 21 weeks. Okay, broiler bio. You're not two or broiler side. Obini first bad ni be take 21 weeks.
But
and son was start make iska.
Oh, I go for
that time no be enya. Ndi omo mweche na ne person mo njaje. Maybe dem njaje. Comment ni ne de jaje.
But me pay say go for balance so.
Okay, broilers because majority period. Okay. I think so. No, they can vote here. In this is here, and broilers are too. You go so train. You be ma 1 minute.
So now on a boat too for boats in India. Man, just back.
Okay, both no. Make me am 1. Make me am broilers is 1. Okay,
so
okay.
Woman in casa me for my
Yeah, for me, we now my idea. Obia de make sense. Obia de make sense. And I'm kind, depending on your location, or maybe another baby or no one time to ample. Into no, me a broilers are not very now. Why not? If you will be location means we are not almost year more of eggs into beer de demon, the massive. Mr. Francis, if you are Ghana, no matter $1,000, no, I think. They are filled.
Sister. See,
okay, do what I mean you.
$1,000. See, amount $5,000. Near cash for year poultry. They were here now, baby.
Very good.
Wait there, I just said we do location for Ghana answer. Answer na me. Me want for grounds answer. Na me for the next side.
5,000. Debbie. Many Francis decided. Many Francis me. Me the 5,000 aba. Francis the 5,000 aba. Ya can't boom. Yes, sister. Ya they both do 3. Fire poultry. Nkoko ben na obey yen. The pair the you tie ne no. Nkoko ben. You know who you do. So you be answer na answer ya.
Mate.
Ayo, I think that your time no. So yes, uncle, your next side now. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, I go ahead.
Okay.
Michia panelists, Mr. Dune, Bra Francis, Michio Bibia. Yeah, Marble Bobo, my points. So come on. Midination and meeting, I'm to talk to questions. Eva, Mr. One.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
But
that's it.
in
What man I interesting?
answers now, the buy in very good. And since you be an insistent, mostly no so be jina say be location anyhow but on a equal playing ground on an equal playing ground say your access road you good marketing or hodia I think that most people will go for akoko nam
Which is
most
the
people will
broilers.
go for the akoko nam but
Okay.
now me bahano the question back question but I think that it boils down to what the youth can do. I think say when it comes to transportation, because they talked about transportation where akoko no more transporting from baby akotor and their bar. Kwan no ne saa nneɛma no nyinaa no. I think say as we go forward or as we expand as a nation, what will be the way forward? Omo farming ni mu dida ne deda mfa so your wo mu dida no. What is the dream of a way forward of making sure say be transportation no ɛbɛyɛ seamless a ɛbɛboa in terms of mmoa no ewuo ne yom ahoɔden ne n'asefoɔ no. So that's one question na mepɛ sɛ mebusa sɛ at least that transportation aspect so if we pay attention to that obi nso betumi deɛ no ayɛ business a nso betumi aboa no. And as a farmer too what are you doing aside sɛ wode w'ani to so sɛ aban bɛyɛ kwan and as a politicians bɛyɛ kwan what are the measures as a farmer nso betumi ayɛ a betumi am. And another one so I'm a person when they can at the end of the day they betumi ayɛ question tini ebi or answer betumi answer and answer betumi a contribution somebody also can pick it up from there and find solutions to it. And the other side and then so the marketing side and Yembra more can say how do we get the youth involved to get this métier program being I believe say if I'm not mistaken it looks like say although Ghana for the do na poultry farm and as me who said there's a lot of poultry farm going on but as a kusiano krempa you produce or Ghana no and so Ghana for no I'm cast Ghana for na and so the local populace it hotels na wo Ghana no omo ntokusia in free Ghana farmers hotels na wo Ghana no omo ntokusia specific place I'm say golden tulip I stand to be corrected.
Golden tulip there, it has been a norm since not now. It has been a norm since some time now.
So it's like but at the end of the day, it's a problem we can solve. Why would they spend money to go outside and crack Kusiana Baba if we can meet the quantity here per day? So it opens up to us to understand.
But sometimes don't you also think sorry for interfering. Don't you also think Sabio Ghana no akwete say mpanifo bi nso didi nneoma bi anim sɛ nkasa sika a wɔn de kɔ amɔno ne de akɔkra sɛ nneoma nyinaa de aba de di kan nneoma no bedu wɔ temahabo hɔ a duty ne ho keka ho ne ade no ɛnda fam nanso wɔbɛbɔ ka akɔyɛ sɛ nneoma no na Ghana ni de hye te hɔ na wɔn no ne sika wɔde hyɛ aseɛ edi sɛ nka sɛ na yɛyɛ program sei no sɛ nka megidi sɛ ministers ni bi anaasɛ ɔmo into food and agriculture no ɛpɛ koko na ɔmo ti sika gu mu na ɔmo training nkɔfoɔ sɛ efiri nɛkɔ yɛn impɔti nkokɔ mfrɛ mma Ghana bio na mmom yɛbɛhyɛ mu kena na sɛ nea mo pɛ no sɛ ɛyɛ soft o sɛ ɛyɛ hard o yɛbɛhwɛ ne yɛde nneɛma gu akwan so na yɛayɛ ne nyinaa bi wɔ Ghana sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛ close bound of importation because sisi am na ɔkasa Botswana are close importation of food. They rather are exporting out. Into we University of Botswana sisi ya meno kasa ya aban ne ma the only thing aban is what they asase beko akwa register ewo agriculture ministries na omo ankasa aba bedo sa asase ne forester omo ade bulldozer ebaba bedo omo ankasa na ebeba bedua omo abefuntum asase na omo abema amanio omo abesa ama water no se untimi import nsuo mfe ma omo ma utu ebula wo ebula no 50-50 cost. The government take 50% and the person who is doing the business also take 50%. At the end of the day, will not buy no a bar. Yeah, the co-ministries no man near way na omate percentage bi. I think I may check in on video where the Maya almost 30% of Nyoma Udo in the 70% becomes your share. In the Ama say a school for more year IT, more year computer science, and yeah, no. They are rather doing the farming. And so that's yeah, my name and this and this is a key problem.
Yes, and so that's another problem that we need solving. And
so we
from
can't
what
wait for
you
them.
are,
So we should just start.
So that's where I'm coming from. So at the end of the day, from the government side and as the politician side of view, at the end of the day, there's a quantity they will demand. Now, only a discussion, I was even comparing it to Kantanka cars. There's a quantity and a quality they demand. And there should be an agreement between the citizens and the government, not an individual, the citizens and the country and the government. Because at the end of the day, so Mr. Edu and Abra Francis, na onimobi ewa aban mu na nipa na kaso se bia Mr. Francis ye na adwuma I believe say if your son na sen ne ebo na baso a ne your son na sen ne ya ebetumi produce enough food a ebi ebetumi solve this sector. The moment ebe happen no yantimamufo and the opposition will come eno nim ni nti eno the contract na ma no. And at the end of the day it's hard the nya ba pe everybody who hear Jumama Francis bia no before say Francis enya ban sikenti no. Now instead of paying attention to the job, no Francis is getting. So it's a problem and no soon at the home. But as farmers, I'm bringing this up for us. We are farmer who said, and yes, be a what to 1,000 birds, what on 2,000, what on 3,000 in Waka. Man, you want say shortages for this be na Mr. Francis we na no ka say ebia nipa hena ewi akoko bronya branch e be wi akoko. I'm making him and other poultry farmers realize that there's a deficit that if the ordinary Ghanaian na ebeto akoko force no ato awi still there's a deficit for my friend said tourist boom any more restaurant. We still cannot meet that demand. So we should not wait and as stay there. So matumia 20,000 beds to maybe imagine. So and I say, oh yeah, young guy where we school open Juma. Don't sit in Kaso. Mr. Francis no more started then to see Amikoma me nyare. There's still a deficit today. And if we the youth and the team will come to that point to realize that we can push that. At the end of the day, I have the belief. Say a busu will chrome her. When you say need any who free hand it will push. If they are not going to listen, it is our work, it's what is going to push them to listen. See, that's where I'm coming from. But your point, is well made, my sister. Your point is well made. And for a nation to come to the point and military dictatorship, there has to be a cordial understanding between the government and the citizens. So the bia way back as we and and so they have to be that mutual understanding. So Ghana ya kasi siya se mo bian crackers. Ya kasi siya mo bian crackoko. Ya kasi siya mo bian krabi bibia ba sa de ni wo bi okro ni ni be producer. At the end of the day, what the member says aban ni sika kro import be shimu a. Wo savings awanya no. Can you push it in such a way so you can meet the demand? Can you work in such a way so you can meet the demand? Are you willing? And as the sika nema wa already. So and also the point kakra no so me say na bam na ja metro eno de metra ebewa that's it.
Alright, alright. What can you na? Why are the pa? What can you na? Yen, youth in the class or ye come. We are also part. They say, Obi a kind of one. Ye. And idea who hears I say youth in the can once and one can make once. So I think that right. Yama, ye patriotism no. I say, Ada, ye intimate and fight for ye. We are not patriotic. Ghana baako koraa, but I think that with time no bibia be with time no bibia be so you still na egu so for voting no near who which one is more profitable no ka biosecurity sɛm a wotumi sɛ biosecurity no nso no layers no ɛdeɛ no ɛwɔ high because ɔmo bɛhyɛ cage no makyɛ but yɛba no broilers na ɔmo nhyɛ cage no mu nkyɛ nti na ɔmo nso biosecurity no ɛwɔ fam. So based on the ETA or biosecurity side no, ETA for more sign and judge and yen ready ye ko. Na yen ready bit me I found.
Okay.
Oh, Brachas will become with me a cabin.
Well, okay, Moaba.
Okay.
Mammy, in
Apamano.
Yes, madam.
More Quabasama or Joe.
Me dim so me chia obi anso.
Yeah, voting time.
Aza.
And why?
Odi adiswe beswa for anyone. I want
Na me take it bi na emu aide but mama entokwara anko brother Francis side kura. Na say no open tokwaro. Mugugu mu ma Mr. Du.
I see.
Oh, that was
Question again, the same question. Opponent knows ya na amano.
Now opponent no correct can be man and I'm saying and to kwa beni. To kwa ye konzo can be man. Well, it's nice. It's nice. You say you bring your platform saying that you bet me and some fire when it comes to business and farming. But maybe when I may from business angle. Sɛ wobɛboa wo kuro sɛ wobɛyɛ den o ɛyɛ den a sika na wode bɛhyɛ mu ɛna ɛwɔ sɛ nnipa nso di yie ansa na ɛtumi agye yɛ ma yɛasi hɔ nti no sɛ me na mehwɛ from the pros and cons ɛnyɛ just profit and the profit margin a baako wonya nti mefa both layers no ne broilers na okay sɛ me combine omu a pros sɛn na ɛwɔ hɔ a ɛbɛtumi use so a menya effective poultry farm. So if I have to take 500 layers and 500 broilers now, how can I maximize omu than say me de many behwe se baako na profit wo ho? You know, and I know say Brother Francis touched on the technical issues no bebree about vaccination no ne environment any idea. And you know, as who come as a business person, I think that angle no also will free. Maybe nye be that. It may I would rather go for maybe 100 broilers, maybe 100 layers. Then my share asua na the ebe yield more your friend is a resource no. And I said they also misua they ain't taking me resources be my maximum profit no. Now me pushing me my whole day coho so I can maximize because products no only me no nyina mu no say eggs no only meat no nyina no am I supply your feeding the protein part of feeding
Even and I know say the same nutrient
and eggshells no so cross am my friend is calcium no amount for use and it me do egg no so e fra na my feed it made the omu nyina waste, you know, it made the year manure. And you know, benefit pros and what beds in me doing in I will look into them. No matter cons because the baby see I'll say broiler no say you know rapid growth when you in them. And I lay and also check. It is a be me pay cash flow cry make me a broiler no mean say lay and me to me boss no there. A chance and I started to kusiana man. But make me the broiler be twom be say 2 months, 4 months be in skaka kra e dey so. You know farmers no so no and I say anyone is I think say a bit benefit here say it be share on both sides. You know, because who go university scan show one side now, it be a chair. Meanwhile, be an out scan so I there. So it when your brothers no na it mean mouth for the next 6 months, who gain free mo. Na layers no so starting na we say nya kosua so free mo. Say na wo to akoko ni kosua nyina o. Nti wo mo ka. And I be so far more feed and less feed, and it be so maintenance no cycle no production is short, it be so longer. So you have to look at both on a business sense, no, they will make it more because we have to be very efficient in our business, no. I be using limited resources, but it be gaining maximum output, you know. It's kind of crying, maybe push, maybe kakra. And for so we have to think about those things. And you know, it comes down to say, now me to say now, Brad Francis can say, pay local material, need a local feed. Mr. Duke say about a local feed, you know. And my name, I bet me say rice brand, nominate they need those things, wheat brand, whatever. And mass one, yam, they are frying, you know, so many things that we can get on our local side. And like I've always said, it's a farming, regardless whether it is crop, livestock, poultry, baby, abefabiano. And opening the only investment your returns guarantees over between 100%. There is no other instrument I bet my quick return on your investment than farming. You know, and you know, say on the farming chain, the food chain, agriculture chain, you stand a chance to gain. In the addition, say in the debate, I think it's a very effective MIN. And right now we have connections in any area. Even the higher feed cost look right here can. If you know so you bro and cut any bunch near there, then you know I bet me I use a surprise for our feed. And you walk in you will grass in the baby and one should I been creating me what do you call it worms near the adin, we have to learn all the aspect. And you may be easy, I did continuous income, beba. You know, with less feed than say a bit depending on it because you crack Modi and any more than a Modi and the day old check free, Holland neighbor, Yakofa or Algo or port, airport. Now they are here now, feed now say so many, we should be. Want me feed you they are saying you know a country want me feeding the whole day saying here.
Question can say and near my they would check your more imported by a airport near the are we not putting the best like at risk?
And look bad look around with them but I made them family home. Me tell them me chrome. I didn't know what's on the cover I could go free Holland and my beheno. That you know, I think the Ukraine should have been afterthought. And it shouldn't be the first. And Ukraine shouldn't be the first thing where it was a farmers dream say they all chicken also free Holland. A big drums and they 8 million be acquire farms. Now any farmers near to what you're doing. If you telling me so be to me in your incubator or Ghana and set up and Bruce and cook my out my industry. Then that is and I can say the food chain baby over dependency will be so no. I was here fairly gab no. It won't be to me say poultry feed who are in Ghana. And the farmers know your resources now, and I say we are in the wrong business. We should study the business now. A woman, baby, a gap will be an Ocean. It is a feeder. We should be there. A day old check now. Yen should find a way to solve that. It can't be the first one solve. And open incubator area. You did a bit mama 100, a bit mama 500, a bit mama 1,000. China for ya and live a baby go for her a big go.
Oh, Ghana cry, Ghana can't incubator.
It's the other end
short incubator. I don't know.
It's your my name call. It did more system, no that I know dear. Almost force omu yeno. And no one or umu and will be hiding alcohol. But that's not so. We should be a game changer. Oh, I was saying, in quantity. Yeah, you better drive a price down. So we should come in and drive the price down and take you not take hold of the marketer. No more say I don't know kuko e come out. Now no swear there. Not still no more price no for. That means you need bibia nim. Importation can you dollar cost row or pound cost row and farming. I'm dealing with CDC because my name and I'm a local CDC na me to me name. It over import to yatumu embargo VAT COVID and farming. Me na me crew na me ye me die. But me die na me ye no. Me ye with him die. So it's coming out good. So I admit it. So that can say as farmer. I was see me can farming me dream business. Make a farming I'm doing business and business for me to stay relevant, I was me making maximum profitable farming I'm a woman. So they come out. I was watching one guy, Boris Farm, so then he's on the supply feed, no complaining about Brunei. That I'm saying, Jack, I was doing your dream. I'm out for 1,000 acres near there. They do a Brunei. Wouldn't say we
Boris Nair president. Poultry Farming now association. Kumasi I think Western.
But this guy was complaining, and I'm sitting there wondering, say, best 1,000 acres out there here, brew and why soya beans need. So
last time UTV before an interview, he was claiming say farmers now more brew some patam hunina na commode breno. Burkina Faso for the sika ebeshe omo afu ni mu. Enti ni sika na farmers ni enya free Burkina Faso for the befu no nti omo nso twa no bae na omo mfe ma omo na omo de egu ama Burkina Faso for abefa.
Then a farmer no enya him.
I know you're lazy man approach.
Thank you.
So if you are business minded, that you need to be competitive.
Yes.
And Crawfona, Burkina Faso, and Omo Bebano. What was your relationship with them?
Exactly.
One say your problem is say you need a 4x4 in Lamborghini. We don't want to invest where the money is coming from. That is our problem. Ghana, Crawford Bebri wa Ghana, Omo import to Niama. Omo kram kusia way for na hotel for ya woka so omo kram kusia fi abrochiriba. They don't want farmers. Just imagine say what the sika kweshe poultry what farm koko be 7,000. Ediama outgrowers about 7 farmers will be 1,000. And because you don't was saying as a hotel need a day. As I go 7,000 into me produce. Where Cocoba could be a producer 340 eggs a year.
340 in a year.
340 eggs a year. Multiply by 7,000 birds. And Coco saying I would say breakfast now because you are saying so they don't want to invest. They don't want to invest in their own people. Into Burkina Nina who said business idea into a grow. And no desika. Or no desika free Burkina. I trust you crew many Ghana ni farmer. And desika man they say J Fado or Buru. Now wait me on the Kessena Mababefa. This is common sense by young crop for no can is where you be at them. Indeed.
I think it boils down to saying education be or platform is about say relationship I'll be now with your baby I was also near my suppliers near baby I was sell near any communication was a communication call and then I'll be able to as customers do with near my big go I'm will be about befa why inquire from them and be out for cheap. You know, a global open 300 cities and answer for and be so every 500 I bet to her. Of course, with the Bema home. Need in the count. So the supply chain line in baby out on baby I'll offer near my almost supply on your menino. Also, when you know who young or line in. Also, when you know who young. If you want to be near many, I said, if you have to me in your land, baby, I do a Bruno. But oh, this guy no who make you feed, you know. If you feed it there, they have a Bruno service, the new main ingredient. Now, main ingredient there, then now out there. Now, the same complaint now, I buy him rem I buy you say, now buy you say. We are not for that. Until I think that as ye quay, me any IT, so what started here, a craving or what started crana, it was so view and you know, now we drain the long and will be all value chain will be ano, but the win young. You know, men can say we there me kotoma man as we dey me kwesi. E no so mo be a hu hia. Ewo the o yin. Tiro kakra me so me wo ha me de be so so. Japan for road na.
Right.
But
That's it. Aye, open it pan for that. And the brain so ya brain.
Me
Papa for can be 2
me
minutes
cricket no we che dia na me so no akwese classroom go nti.
And over pan for 2 minutes be na yen from brewery.
and then so there we will feel. No question is say yeah, then was for the discussion na. Me dear Francis can that time na me mind come to be a man ne pa because on our crime me pen dada. Na yeah kind of say yen be before no. Adeɛ baako ha yɛn paa yɛ sɛ ebi a yɛyɛ biribi na yɛ expand no. Abere biara we are content with what we have. Watumi ayɛ mfa no sɛ ebi a nkokɔ 1,000. Area hɔ ebi a deɛ ɔyɛn bi koraa ne deɛ dɔɔso yɛ 500. Because of so ɔno yɛ 1,000 nti no, ɔyɛ okay with that. Aside the no, adeɛ bi a wopɛ sɛ wokɔ mu as a business biara no, ɛyɛ sɛ wohwehwɛ ɛdeɛn na wobɛhia. What are the necessary tools? What are the necessary materials? And saa nneɛma no nyinaa no, ɛyɛ sɛ you have it in mind. Na wo start koraa ansa na wode wo nsa bɛkɔ akɔka a wode wo nsa akɔka. Hwɛ Ghana ha ho, yɛn sɛdeɛ yɛha teɛ no, especially the southern part and the western part. Sɛ woyɛ obi a ɔyɛ strategic paa, biribi te sɛ aburo a yɛdua yi, wobɛtumi adua aburo 3 times in a year. Wobɛtumi adua. Nti obi akɔgye tickets ɛwɔ baabi a ɔno wobɛtumi adua no let's say twice anaa ebi a once. Wɔn nso wɔ ebi a let's say ebi a 20 acres ɛwɔ baabi a ebi a wobɛtumi adua no 3 times. Nhyehyɛeɛ bɛn na wɔyɛ de ato hɔ so that wobɛtumi ayɛ saa nneɛma no nyinaa. Na adeɛ a wode feedi wo mu a wonim sɛ adeɛ no ni hɔ a wowu ni hɔ. Ɛyɛ dɛn na wode saa adeɛ no ho so ɛkɔkɔto wo bi so. Because all this idea no so no kokotu bi so meaning say nipa no o na oye wadwuma there but that person have control over you. Nti farmers no said the of edukan no a lazy man approach. E twa say omo hwe no omo toto nneoma yie pa because said the kan yi kusua ne shell omo a omo ton kusua ma omo chi kusua ne ade. Enka shells ne ne ade kra mbetimi afa back age. O we bi onya shells dudu say prebi be ma kusua 1 crate. Nipa no abere biara he or she will be eager send the shells no beja because you could see 10 crown obenya when you send go koto bukwa and saa nneɛma no nyinaa nso so yɛn oba agric sector deɛ ma hɔ yɛ dekora nso bibia is in recycle form bibia ne hɔ ɛkɔ waste kosua ne shell na yɛabɔ na aboa na de ne yɛsan de yɛ feed ɛma aboa no saa kosua ne shell na ankasa plant na wɔdua no nso for calcium yɛsan de yɛ you can say organic we manure and I say organic biomass esan de ɛsan de ma plant no as nutrient. Nti sometimes no nimdeɛ ni sa and deɛ ma afoforɔ nso kra ne sɛ yɛbɛtumi agye ato yɛn ho sɛ yɛnkra no yɛmmisa yɛn ho sɛ are we ready, are we prepared to produce the demand a ɛwɔ market no anaasɛ yɛbɛtumi aproduce no in excess. Saa nneɛma nyinaa nso yɛ dɛ ɛkeka ho na ama saa nneɛma no ɛrekɔ so. Nti yɛsɛ yɛkeka ma funu no ne yɛkeka ma adampan. Nti farmers no nso ɛdɛn na wɔyɛ mmɔden na wɔn ho so na yɛtumi toto nneɛma saa ɛbɛboa na yɛnyae sɛ yɛdimande wɔ aban mekae nansen na mekɔtɔ fertilizers na obi ka kyerɛ aban aba yɛkyekyɛ bi fa Ghana card kɔ na meka kyerɛ nipa no sɛ farming na meyɛ no yɛ business na meyɛ o nti memfa mema deɛ bi a yɛsɛ meyɛ no wɔ farming no memfa nkɔto obi so sɛ aban deɛ ɛba na fine sɛ yɛma me bia it's okay but me rely on no nti sɛ yɛyɛ aban no wayɛ poultry farm for let's say be 5 years 10 years baabi a wogyina no hɔ na wogyina. How are you going to expand? Wonya sika no sɛdeɛ moka yi ɔde akɔtɔ kaa ɛna ɔdam ɔde akɔsi fie na ɔdam but ne wura fi sɛ farm no ɛno na ɛma ne sika anka ɛsɛ ɔde expand nti yɛka sɛ yɛdi akyire ante
yɛbɛtoa so wɔ back door. I think the every night for on a life no nti mepɛ sɛ bra Charles and the life no and my na yɛntoa so say how they are.
Medas nyankasa kora na nka mde ma no si.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Ɛnyɛ hwee.
Tiefo ne adɔfo a mobɛba bɛtie na akyire ne nyinaa yɛda mo nyinaa ase but yɛhwɛ a deɛ ɛyɛ more profitable and easier no ɛwɔ broiler and layers no ɛyɛ so far deɛ ɔmo vote yi no ɛkyerɛ sɛ broiler for afa nti no yɛma yɛni nkɔ yɛ broiler system no ho na yɛmproduce more ɛma yɛnyɛ yi but egg no nso ɛnyɛ bad deɛ but just that cost intensive ɛne yɛkeka ho nti no yɛda obi biara ɔbɛ support nso ase bra Charles wobɛtumi de ayɛnde
yo maame yɛda ase nyame nhyira wo ne deɛ ɔsoso no ɔgye dwumadi asiw na so sɛ obɛdi mokina wa wɔyɛ amade na fɛfɛɛfɛ kama kɔfoɔ still kɔfoɔ ahyɛ interest nso ɛwɔ kyerɛ yɛbɛda ɔpani do nso ase sɛ wogya ne biribi a wɔyɛ bia ɛbɛtena ase na ɔbɛhwɛ ma dwumadi no ɛkɔɛ ɔma akwa na Mr. Francis ɛtotoboɔ pam na yɛpam no wɔ sɛ mo ma nso so no otimi bae Mr. Francis yɛda ase nyame nhyira wo sɛ osusu ka biribi na ɔde bae Mr. Odi Brand nyame nhyira wo obi bia ɔba so a ɔma comment listen no ɛwa kametima bobo obi bia ɔba so but yɛnyɛ ne saa ti yɛda obi bia ase yɛde bɛsi ha na fe katiwie na fe ato edi nkomo ndamase